We've seen in previous videos how we can create presets that are later going to be applied from any other project that we create in Mistika. So for example, here I double click on the shot, and if I go to my global presets, I can access the presets that are easily accessible from every single project. In this case, I'm going to double click and apply that over the clip. Okay, and if we go to the timeline, we can see how that clip has the LUT3D clip applied. I'm going to clone this and position it just beside it, because what if we are working in a lab or working as a dailies colorist, and we know we are going to apply this 3D LUT in every single shot that we're going to work with, and we really want this to be burnt into our output every single time, so we don't have to apply a 3D LUT effect and check that the LUT3D is correctly applied and all that. We are going to create for that a display filter. And for that, I always recommend doing it in an isolated timeline in Mistika every time we want to create a display filter. And we are going to go to the visual editor, bottom section here where it says display filters. And over here, just obviously first check that everything is correct in our LUT3D and in our stack that we're going to create the display filter from. And over here, just press create display filter, type in the name of the display filter. This is log C to rec 709 3D LUT, and that is a display filter that I'm going to create, and I press OK. You can see that now we have a black image, and it's basically because Mistika creates a display filter by getting hold of the whole stack that we had there. So to view exactly what we're doing, I'm going to actually hide this LUT3D and double click on the clip. Okay, so I'm going to close my effects presets window and go to display filters, and over here now you can see that I have display filters for the current timeline or for the preset. Either or, for this case we can use any of the two, but you could define it for a preset if you wanted to. So here I have log C to rec 709 3D LUT. I'm just going to click on it, apply it, and then I have different options before it goes out. If I want to apply this to the GUI monitor, okay, there you go. If I want to apply this to my live output, okay. If I want to see it in my scopes, okay, there we go. You can see, we could see the result in the scopes. And if I want to apply this in my final renders, in this case I want all the options. You also have the option of applying it when you're streaming something from Mistika. And then for stereo projects, you also have the option of choosing if you want to apply this to the left or the right eye. And at our right, you see we have the active button, okay, which you can actually turn off. This is in case you have a lot more display filters, and way of routing this to a toggle button. Okay, and in this case you can see that in the visual editor we have toggle number 1, and we can turn this display filter on and off just by clicking on that toggle. Okay, now what does this let us do? Well, I'm going to move the hidden LUT3D effect there, and I'm going to apply a color grade effect. Basically now, this color grade effect that I'm using is modifying the log C data, and my video output is defined by the display filter that I just created. Okay, so now my log C to Rec709 3D LUT is displayed on my video output through a display filter, and I don't have to apply LUT 3D every single time. Okay, so this actually saves me time in order to create a workflow where I'm gonna be receiving loads of media, and I really want to work with that media as effectively as possible. Okay, and remember, you always have the option of turning it on and off. And as well, just a small reminder, you can define where this is applied if you just want it in your GUI, in your live, or in your scope, or in the render. Obviously, there are different options for why you want to do this. Maybe you have a LUT that is just defined for a specific monitor, calibration LUT, and then you would only want to apply it on live because you're managing it from Mistika. You could also, we will also see why you would want it only in the GUI, or maybe you have a calibration for the GUI that you just want to show it the GUI so it matches the one from the live output. The options are endless, and basically you have the option of creating these display filters and boost the speed of your workflow.